What is up, everyone? My name is Z Jared Holmes. I'm joined by with one of my favorite content creators, Taylor Complaints. How are you doing today, brother?
Dude, Dodgers, bottom of the 10th, 5-5 against the Toronto Blue Jays. And it's not homosexual gay, but like when you can't do a kickflip in the 90s, so you call your
Mhm.
friend gay, zero to do with homosexuality. But yeah,
Facts.
if they lose, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. But I love the gays. I do. I
I do
just
too.
still use that word in context to stuff that's lame. And it has nothing to do with sexuality whatsoever.
Facts. And it's creeping back up too. The R word
It's
creeping
got to
back
make
up
a
too.
comeback. Dude, it's got to make a comeback because I miss that word so much, and I don't have a hateful heart when I talk about shit like that. I'm just like, yo, this is gay, but it doesn't. I literally am not thinking about a man and another man because that doesn't bother me. Two
Yeah,
men
same.
don't bug me. I don't care.
But let's start off with this. What got you into horror? Like your earliest memories.
Well, when I was a little kid, uh, I saw my dad walking around. Well, my dad sleeps naked. So like one night I was downstairs and he just springs up because he hears something. He's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's butt naked, and he had the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life, and I've never been more scared and upset in my entire life because I looked down and I'm like, "I don't have that." That's when I found out I was adopted. That's not my real dad, and I like scary things. So I don't know. Dude, you know when you're a little kid and you watch stuff and like you would turn the channel when it got too scary? I would just
Hmm.
watch these TV movies and I would be like, "Oh, what is this?" And it would get too scared. I would change the channel, but I'd always change it back. I'd watch like Jason Takes Manhattan. I don't know. This is like 1991. Even like with Jurassic Park, I watched it through my eyes, but I couldn't stop
Hmm.
watching it.
Yeah, I love Jurassic
So,
Park, bro. Jurassic Park's underrated in my opinion.
Jurassic Park is a horror movie. I will, dude. When I was a kid, it scared the shit out of me. Jurassic Park is absolutely a horror movie.
I agree. I know a lot of people says it's not, but I 100% agree.
Do I need to act like I at the main event Jared Holmes instead of at the actual Jared Holmes?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I had to turn my camera off for just one moment, but I'm back. I am back.
Joke.
That's my old fucking. I done the promo shit with. That's how I met like Chris and Hugs and all them people. Let's
You were
see here.
naked for a second and nobody could see.
That's right. You know, I had to just, you're talking about your dad's large wiener. I had to just imagine a large wiener down here. Like it's not fair.
It made me it made me so mad because I was like, "What? Do my brothers have that?" Because my brothers are his actual kids, and I'm like, "They actually have that? Hammers, dude, hammers." And I'm like, I look down and I'm like, "Dude, have you ever had a woman like when they like squint a little bit?" I'm like, "Don't
Yeah,
squint at it, dude.
yeah. Like it hurts my
Act
feelings.
like it's pretending that it's there. Don't act like you are struggling to see it right now. I don't like that."
And what made you decide to like? Because you do review horror movies and make horror content across Instagram and TikTok. What made you get into that? Like.
I have a comedy podcast and I did that for like a year before I started doing horror movie reviews. I started my comedy podcast when I lived in Portland. I moved there during the pandemic and I was like, yo, how the fuck do I get people to listen to this? Because I'm doing it every week and it's like, it's fun. I like doing it. I still do it. I think I'm on this week will be episode 92. So I've been doing it every week for like 92 weeks. And it's super fun. I skip some weeks I skip. I skipped a whole summer once. Actually, this last summer I skipped. But yeah, dude, I started doing horror movie reviews because I love horror movies and I wanted to promote the podcast. So that was just supposed to be something like on the side that I did, but it became like very much something I do now every day for the last 2 years because it did better than my comedy podcast. But I've been watching them since I was a little kid.
Do you have like a favorite review you ever did? Like, what's your favorite review you've ever done?
Shit, dude. Do you know what? Sometimes I'm really like egotistical, so I'll watch them and be like, this rules. This is the
I do
best
that
thing
too.
that's on
I
the
do that
internet.
too.
I'm like, this is the best thing that's on the internet right now. And like, obviously that's not true because like 300 people see it. But I don't know, dude. I like my most successful one is probably the long legs on TikTok, and then
I think
the
that's
mom
where
review.
I think that was the first video I see of yours was the Long Legs review, if I'm not mistaken.
and then I just didn't like it. And I gave very, very like cohesive reasons to why I didn't like it and concise reasons to why I didn't like it. And people were just like, "You're an idiot. You're stupid." Because whenever you review a movie that people don't like, they take it really personally. Like you're making fun of their family. And it's just like, dude,
Dude,
get a backbone. Like when you sit in a chair, do you just slide onto your lower back because nothing holds you up? Like get a backbone, dude. It's so insane that people take it so personally when you don't like a movie they like. It's like you're such I don't understand. Like you must be how do you deal with like going to work and t listening to people talk in the break room? That must break your heart.
yeah, bro. People are so sensitive. Like I've I feel like it's more TikTok than any other platforms though. Like TikTok has the most sensitive people on it. Like I don't really get that on
Instagram rules.
Instagram. Oh yeah, I
Instagram's the
love
only
Instagram.
place that I've never gotten flagged. I've never had like a shitty like video made about me. Um Instagram, I have like 20,000 followers and I've had 20,000 for like a year, but I've stagnated. I two reviews go viral. I had like the Blink Twice review that had Channing Tatum in it that did 1 million, and then I did a review for Mom, Mother of Monsters, and that did like 2 million. And I got 20,000 followers from those. And I would have got more, but like my reviews for those movies weren't super kind. And like I think in Mom I made fun of like Tim Burton people, and then in Blink
Dude, I
Twice
hate Tim Burton.
I was and then in Blink Twice, I was like, is this the island that I think my intro was like, if Channing Tatum was on Epstein Island, you still go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then everybody was like, well, yeah, but I'd be upset about it. I'm like, yeah, but you'd still go. You'd be on the list. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you went to Epstein Island to see Channing Tatum. You're still on the list. There's still people banging kids there, and you're still going to jail. You know what I mean? Jail, 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 jail. Release the Epstein list, please.
facts.
I just
Facts.
want to see who's on it.
Same. I want to make sure I'm not on it, you know? Like I hope I'm not on
I just want to know if I can watch the next Top Gun movie. Like, is Tom Cruise on there? Like, should I should I
it.
should I stop believing in Scientology because the main guy that brought me there is he's on the Epstein list?
But I agree with you about Tim Burton people. Tim Burton movies all suck. There's not one good Tim Burton movie in my opinion.
You can spot a Tim Burton fan from their haircut. I can like just everybody that walks out of that Hot Topic store. I'm just like that was another thing. I was like, this movie looks like it was made by someone who just watched Edward Scissorhands and then went to go shopping at Hot Topic. And then like for whatever reason, my comment section is full of like, I love Hot Topic. I love Tim Burton. And I go and look at the profile picture of the person that commented that. I'm like, oh yeah, you have 7 chins. It looks like you like both of those things. And cheese, but not the processed kind, the liquid kind.
Yeah, Tim Burton sucks.
I,
Their
I
fan base
I'm just
sucks.
I don't know. I don't try to make people mad. I want to make people laugh because we live in a very expensive economy, Jared. It's
We
very
do.
expensive to do anything. Anytime I go out with a chick, it's $100 plus. It's like
Feel that.
anytime I leave the house now, it's $100. So if I can make people laugh, that's all I want to do. And people get upset. I listen, I'm not in your feelings. I'm not trying to get in your feelings. I just want to make you laugh. Have a sense of humor. Make fun of my eye. I don't care. I'm blind in one. That's why it goes over here. I
And
don't
I do
care.
like the
Doesn't
way
I'm
you
not
review
sensitive about it.
movies. Honestly, like I love that you add the comedy approach, which I take a lot of inspiration in the way I do my reviews from you. You know, like I like the funny one liner at the beginning to like, sink the audience into something, like piss them off, whatever. Like I take a lot of inspiration from you. I really do.
We all know people that just sit there and look at the camera and they're like, "This is a Frankenstein is my favorite movie. It is good because if I reviewed Frankenstein off the top of my head, I'd be like, how high could you throw a woman? How high could you throw a little girl into a pond? You know what I
Dude,
mean?
I know
I
I'm gonna
would I
shit on
would
that
turn it
movie in a
into
few months. I already know it. I
I
know I'm
would
gonna
I would turn it into like, I wonder how high I could throw a child into the air before she hit the water. You know what I mean? Like I would find a way to make that funny. And like, is children drowning funny? To some people, maybe. To me, yes. So I don't know. I don't know. I just want to make people laugh, dude. That's all I care about. Like life's too short. Like you're too sensitive. And yeah, listen, you're allowed to have boundaries and be sensitive, but like laugh a little bit. Just let your hair down. If I had
I
hair,
agree.
that's the first thing I would let it do. I would just let it down.
I feel like if we're a lot less sensitive, the world's gonna be a better place, you
I don't
know? I mean,
understand. People just
I get some stuff, like cool, whatever, everyone has their own beliefs, like I like making fun of everything. I think everything can be funny. My grandma passed, and literally the first thing I did was make a good
Yeah.
joke to my friends
But
about
that's
her.
equality. When someone passes away, you must talk about them. You must, because if you don't, everyone's going to go to that funeral and cry. And it's going to be a horrible time and it's going to suck. But it's like, it should be like a celebration of life. You should go there and be like, ah, that was my Uncle Jim. He never gave up, especially on drinking, which is what killed him. I don't know, whatever. You tell jokes and then you
Exactly.
celebrate someone's life. And it doesn't mean you hate them. It's just, we're supposed to be here to laugh, and that's not even like on on any like political shit. You know what I mean? I don't subscribe to that. I just I just want to make people laugh because we live in an expensive world that's run by like the top 1% of people on the planet, and then we're all just trying to get the scraps. Now, me and you will never be able to afford a home, so we have to rent forever. That
Yep.
sucks. But
And
like,
even that's
can we still
expensive,
laugh at
you know.
stuff? Can we still laugh at stuff? That would be cool. Thank God the beach is free for now. Fuck.
And what going more into like the horror aspect instead of the reviewing aspect, what's your favorite like subgenre? Like is it paranormal? Is it slashers, body horror?
My subgenre of horrors.
Yeah, what's your
Let me
favorite one?
just love
Load it up.
horrors. I listen. I'm just glad I don't live in Texas because I live in California where I can look at horror like pornography, dude. If I had to upload my license to look at horrors, I would
Same.
never. I
Dude, every time I'm so tired of every
horrors,
time I horse, like
horror.
horror.
Oh, I'm illiterate. I apologize, dude. I don't really have a fit. I like monsters a lot. I love found footage.
I'm not a found footage guy,
Uh,
really. Not a fan of found footage.
dude, it's I get it too because it's like you're like the camera always goes out and it's always shaky and you're always like it's like someone filming themselves on a roller coaster. You're like, what the fuck is going on? But I don't know. It brings a sense of realism to it, like the taking of Deborah Logan. I don't know if you ever seen that, but dude,
I did. I
it's
do
my
love it.
favorite. It is my favorite found footage film, and like it's half mockumentary, half found footage, and it's just done to perfection, dude. Like a lady turns into a snake and eats a kid's head. That's the best. Because I just want to I want to see the mom's face when she's like, "Oh, we found some of your kid." What do you mean some of my kid? Well, a part's missing. Like I want to be in the room for that. I'll be Tony Collette in the corner of the wall for that moment right there because that's gonna take me through the rest of my life.
And what's your all-time favorite horror movie? Like your number one, like
The
top
Thing.
number one.
The
I love
Thing.
the
The
thing,
Thing
dude.
is the best movie. It's the best movie ever made.
See,
Have
sci-fi
you seen
horror
the
is my
remake
favorite. Yeah, I like it too.
or the
I like it
prequel?
too. Oh yeah, I like it as well.
Dude, that's CG. Dude, so I have it under good authority, and this might be like general knowledge to everybody, but to me, because of the person that told it to me, I'm like, this rules. I talked to somebody that worked on that film, and they were like, hey, we have like footage of the film done in practical effects, but for whatever reason, the director wanted to use CGI because he thought that that was they had CGI in the film and they were going in that direction and it was more cohesive to the product they were trying to push out. So they put the monster as CGI, but they have a monster in that film that was shot as practical effects.
I want to
I
see
wish
that
I could
cut.
see it. I don't know if anyone's ever seen it, but I mean, other than the people on the set, which is
Instead of releasing the Epstein files, release that instead. Like I would rather that than Epstein files.
instead of the greatest pedophile ring of all time, I just want to see the practical effects for the prequel of the thing. That's it. That's all we want. That's all we want as American population. That's patriotism at its
That's right,
finest.
baby. That's right.
Capitalism, baby. Yeah, dude. But I would really love to see what that monster looked because it was cool. The monster as CGI was rad. I just
It
think that
was.
like dude, CGI, I hate CGI. I'm watching the new It show, that Welcome to Derry,
I need
and
to
like
watch
the
that.
beginning scene. So the beginning scene, everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's so shocking and so edgy," but
Yeah,
it's
I've heard that a lot.
CGI. So I'm like, "Fuck,
I hate
fuck this
CGI.
shit, dude." Like
I
I,
hate CGI. Like I get
dude,
sometimes half CGI should be used to enhance the practical effect work, in my opinion. Like you shouldn't use
yes, dude. Like CGI, like little bits of stuff that you like don't want to take the extra time, or maybe something that you forgot on the edit process. Maybe you're watching it on the edit and And you're like, yo, I want to add this, and this. And you do that, but you already have like something to add that around. You don't add the whole thing, dude. Like it just makes it look like a computer weirdo. Like you could have hired somebody on to do the special effects, and that's like an extra job you're creating too. Economy. And that would be sick. But instead, you're just like you push a button on a computer and it just takes some of the heart out of something that could have been rad. And I feel like that's what horror is, dude. Before CGI, you just there were people making shit and they were making gross stuff. And there's
That's why the
tons of dude, there's
substance was
tons of
so
people.
good, bro. The substance was all done pretty
Dude,
much practically, and I latch on to practical effect work. I'm more likely to enjoy your film. Like if it has a bad story but gnarly practical effect work, I'm gonna like it probably. You know?
that's so true. Dude, there's this movie called Daddy's Little Girl. It's about this like Australian father. You should watch it. It's on Tubi. It's fucked. It's about this Australian father who's like whose daughter goes missing and they find out that the daughter is passed away and he finds out who took his daughter and he takes him into his basement and he starts just taking him apart like
Cool.
slowly and it's all practical effects. And it's it's one of the movies that I've seen this year. I mean, it came out a while ago, but it's one of the movies I've seen this year that I've been like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, I love that, dude. I don't like seeing that stuff, but at the same time, I love that like practical effects make me feel that. The beginning of the TV show of Welcome to Derry, there's the same thing. Like there's something really fucked up that happens at the very beginning. I don't want to give it away for anybody, but and I'm sure you've heard about it if you have a social media account or like all these stupid influencers are like, have you seen the beginning of Welcome to Derry? Very, very disturbing. And that's like supposed to get them views and clicks and shit, but it's just CGI horseshit. And I don't like that. It doesn't do for me what the practical effects in Daddy's Little Girl did.
I feel that. I feel that. I hate CGI, man. I do. I despise it. But moving on here, what do you think is the most underrated horror movie? If it's like it's a horror movie
Oh,
that people does not talk enough about. I know you talk about
the
Home
sadness.
Skull.
The
The sadness
sadness.
is goes super fucking hard.
The sadness is my favorite underrated movie. Baskin.
I've not watched that one.
Dude, it's so Baskin's like this Indonesian horror film about this like these this pol it's like a police force or something like that. It's a police squadron. I don't know what you call police. I don't know. I don't sorry, I don't have enough run-ins with the police to know the correct terminology because I have to obey the law. Uh yeah, but yeah, it's like this it's this police battalion. Uh, as I further stick my feet in my face. Um, they get called on this dispatch call and they go to this abandoned house and the abandoned house is like a gateway to hell. And they go to hell and like these people just like take them apart. And this lady gives birth into a bucket and they make this guy like bang her with a blindfold on and they pull a key out of a guy's neck and then they take a guy's guts out and wrap it around another guy's guts. It's dude,
Ooh.
it's crazy. Baskin is rad and The Sadness is rad. Two of the most underrated horror movies ever made. I'm gonna go as far to say ever made, and so The Sadness I would give a 10 out of 10, and the Baskin I'd give like an 8.5, 8 out of
Dude, I
10
love the sadness
because
though.
the
The
ending's
sadness
rad.
goes hard. I'll need to watch Baskin. I don't watch enough foreign horror. Like I do not watch enough foreign horror at all.
Have you seen Incantation?
I have not.
Dude, what the
I don't
is it
watch foreign
subtitles that get
horror.
you?
I just, I'm starting, yes, I'm just not a big fan of it. I don't know. I've started more since I've started like reviewing, watching more of it, but like just going out of my way to watch one. Like, I love The Ring. Like, I love The Ring a lot. Like, it's one of my all-time favorite movies, and I need to check out
Ringu.
Ringo. I know, I need to check it
I
out.
haven't
I need
seen
to check
Ringu.
it
I
out.
won't watch that shit. I don't. So here's the thing. I'm not racist. I want to preface this. I'm not racist. I don't like Japanese horror that much. I don't know why. I don't know
See, I
why,
fuck
dude.
with Tokyo Gore Police. I love
Tokyo,
Tokyo
dude.
Gore.
Tokyo Gore Police is a 9 out of 10. That movie is the lady with the alligator legs.
Hmm.
Dude, she has an alligator mouth for legs. That was rad. I love that movie. It's like a it's like an anime in real life. Sorry, we're at bottom of the 11th in game 3 of the World Series and it's tied 5-5, so I keep like glancing over. I'm like, "Go Dodgers." We can't lose the Canadians. We just
Maybe
can't. They're too
that's
nice.
right. That's right, dude. It's America versus Canada. I'm not even a
They're too
Dodgers fan.
nice, dude. I'm being patriotic. They're too nice to lose to. We can't do that. We're gonna lose to them, and they're gonna be like, "Good game." You don't say "good game" after you win the World Series.
And this would come
Um,
out after the World Series, like after the full World Series. It's probably gonna come out sometime in November. November
dude, I want to know
second
who
week
your
of
guests
November.
are. Are you willing to? Are you willing to give out that classified information of who your guests are for your
I have a few
podcast? Has your
guests. I
podcast even
have
released yet?
It has not. It will be by the time this one releases. Chris was my first guest on Halloween. You're my second guest. I have Horde Madness, who I'm also shooting with this week. Fiery
Dude,
Final
I,
Girl, I'm shooting with this week.
if you see Horror Madness, you tell him that I love him and to unblock me because I miss him
I
and I miss
got you.
his reviews and I miss seeing his kids. I want to know how big they are. I was invested. I was invested in Fiery Final Girl is rad, and I love Chris. Fiery Final Girl is a sleeper. Not enough people know about that chick. She's
I
really, really
agree.
rad.
She is. I like her a lot. She's
And
fantastic.
Chris is a legend. I love Chris. I've podcasted with you guys like twice.
Yeah. And on the flip side here, what horror movie's overrated? And I already know what you're going to say, and it's going to piss me off.
Long legs.
Okay, I'm
Long
fine with
legs.
that. I agree.
Long legs is the most overrated horror movie I think in the past 10 years.
Dude, I liked it when I first watched it, rewatched it recently, and I hated it.
How?
I hated it
How
on
did
my
you like
second
it?
watch. I don't know. It was just the first watch. I'm a big Nicolas Cage guy, so like I really enjoyed his
Dude, I love
performance.
Nicolas Cage. I love Nicolas Cage, but that performance was dog shit. He's
I'm
just
j
singing. He
He's the only thing
just
that
sings
saved
the
it.
whole time.
Everything else sucked. Everything else sucked. I hate the religious bullshit.
I
I hate religious shit in
I
horror,
hated it.
anyways.
Dude, it was like a demonic Pinocchio at the end when they were putting the balls in the puppets' chests, and I was just like, dude, this sucks. But then then Oz Perkins did the monkey, and I was like, dude, this is kind of cool. The monkey was all right.
Yeah, that's how I feel. It's all right. I gave it like a 6 out of 10, I believe, something like that.
I think the beginning of that movie was the best part of it though. Adam
Agreed.
Scott when he get the guts get ripped out, dude, that was rad.
It was. I like
But
the
like
pool scene too.
the
The electric.
CGI bees were horrible.
Agreed.
What did you think of Sinners? Didn't you give Sinners like a 10?
I did. I did give Sinners a 10. I love Sinners
Dude,
so much.
I gave Sinners a 7, and then everyone in my comments was like, "You just don't like black people." I'm like,
I
"No, I
mean,
don't like
I,
vampires.
I say,
Vampires can be
I say,
any color."
see, I love vampire movies. Like I love the Lost Boys. Like I love the Lost Boys
Yeah,
so
see, I don't
much.
like. But that's the thing. Like, the only vampire movie I like is like 30 Days of Night, and even now,
Dude,
I think
30
I'll
Days of
watch
Night
it and I'll
goes
be like,
hard.
"Gay." I'll be like, "Gay." Like, I don't. I just whatever. Like, they're all pale, and I don't know. Like Nosferatu, I think is the last vampire movie that I gave a good review. I gave
Fuck
Nosferatu like a
Nosferatu,
9
too,
though.
bro. That's like a
Dude, I
2.
love that. Dude, that movie. Dude, when he takes the kid and he spikes it into the ground, it was rad. I was like, is that Gronk? Gronk? Prime Gronk. In
Well, you
the end
see,
zone, dude.
I pirated Nosferatu. Like, so it's kind of done in a shitty, like, the videotape kind because I just wanted to see it.
Yeah.
I think I need to rewatch it under HD to see if I like it any
Dude,
better.
I really do think you'd like it because like the cinematography of that film is beautiful. The
It
story
is.
is
I'll
really
give them that.
cool.
I'll give them the
Like
cinematography.
Skarsgård isn't like a stupid vampire like all the other ones. You know what I mean? Like he's more of a 30 Days of Night vampire where like you can't really tell. Like all the vampires in 30 Days of Night were like they're in Alaska and they're all bald. Why?
Dude,
But it
30
was
Days a
cool.
Night goes hard.
Dude, Josh Hartnett, underrated horror actor. Underrated. Dude, Penny Dreadful, underrated.
Dude, I
But
love that TV show back in the day, bro. I fucking love Penny
dude,
Dreadful.
Showtime, dude, I would watch that show because it said Showtime said I was a kid when it came out, and Showtime was like, this show has nudity. And I would watch that show with my penis out. And I'd be ready for those boobs. And I'd be like, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? And it would be Josh Hartnett's face the entire time. I'm like, I can't, this is making me
Dude,
feel, I'm not feeling the way I should feel
speaking
when
of
I watch
boobs,
this. I'm waiting
we
for
need more
boobs.
boobs. We need more boobs in horror movie. I feel like it's a lost art, dude. Like,
Dude, 80s horror is my favorite. Dude, have you seen From Beyond?
I have not. It's on my watch list. Someone
Dude,
told me to watch it the other day.
From Beyond has this lady, and it's like a cosmic horror about this guy who makes a machine that can channel other dimensions, but like it brings like tentacles and like eroticism to the movie, but there's also really a lot of gore and like body disfiguration. But this lady, for whatever reason, she gets possessed and she puts on this like bondage outfit, but for whatever reason, the cups of the bondage outfit are not there, and it's like nipple and then the rest of it is just like this crazy leather outfit. And then, well, dude, when I was a kid, I saw that movie. I was like, oh, look at me. I just developed a fetish as an adult. And here I am. And I have not changed because
Hell yeah, dude.
consistency, consistency. Like I want to see from the fucking Dodgers. God, just score a run, dude, please. It's the bottom of the 11th still. No, it's the end of the 11th. We're going into the 12th. Oh my God. If we lose to the, oh my God, dude, we
I
can't
mean, like,
lose.
it's what 2-1 Toronto right now.
It's no, it's 1-1. Dodgers are tied with Toronto, and it's 5-5 at the top of the 12th. So
Hell yeah. I've never got into
I
baseball
need
really.
it, dude.
I never was really a
Don't
baseball fan.
sports will age you. Like you look at me and you're like, is that guy, did his mom fucking alligator? No, I have bad skin. I have bad skin and I age badly because I like sports. Playoff sports are the worst. For the people watching, if your team does not go to the playoffs, that's a good thing because you never have to know the stress of watching your team and everything that they do and be scrutinized by you, a fat person that sits me for by me, a fat person that sits at home and just why did you play that edge rusher? Why did you pressure the quarterback? Like I know the
Dude, that's me
defensive
all the
system.
time. I'm
Like
testing
I
doing
know
Patriots
the
games.
defensive system, dude. Like I don't know shit about like running a football team, but I know how to yell at my TV and it ages me exponentially. And that's why I look like I'm a reptile
Or the
as an
dude,
adult.
or the Celtics will throw a shot that there's no way I'm even coming close to the rim. I'm like, I fucking make that, you fucking bozo, you know?
Listen, dude, I'm just glad the Celtics are 1-3 right now. They're 1-3, and we're gonna be terrible, but we're gonna get a top draft pick, and we're gonna get Jason Tatum back. So we're gonna be a top two franchise again, dude.
Agreed, agreed.
We're gonna own the Eastern Conference. Jason Tatum, and we're gonna have a top draft pick.
Do you fuck with horror remakes? Like, do you fuck with horror remakes? Do you like them?
The Evil Dead remake from 2013 is my second favorite movie of all time.
Dude, I
It
love it
goes
so
back and
much.
forth. It's either that, it's The Thing is number one. Evil Dead is number two. Cabin in the Woods is number three, but that's
I love
sometimes
Cabin
number
in the
two.
Woods.
And then number four is like Hellraiser, The Thing, The Descent, The Sadness, The Void.
Dude, the Void's
Like so,
underrated as fuck, bro. I love the Void.
dude, The Void is practical effects gold. It's gold, dude. It's gooey, it's gross. And then I don't know if you this is a deep cut. It's called Turbo Kid.
I'm not seeing that one.
Dude, dude, Turbo Kid is about like it's like a dystopian wasteland. There's a scene in this film where a guy takes a guy's guts and he makes a little slit in his stomach. He puts a pin in a guy's guts and he has the string tied to the back of a like an exercise bike and he ties it to the exercise bike tire and he starts pedaling on it and he pulls the
Oh,
guy's guts out through the extra. Dude, it's the coolest thing that I've ever seen. It's just a gross movie with like balls to the wall. It's just crazy. And it's a great movie. It's like an easy nine. And it's just
I want
fun.
to check it
And
out.
it's
I
got
want to
80s
check it
retro
out.
music.
That
Dude,
sounds
you
like my
would love
style.
Turbo Kid. Dude, I got to give you a list of movies. I have a list of movies for you. You'd love them.
You do, you do. Um, if you could remake any horror movie, what would it be? You could remake one movie, like you had to
Nightmare
make
on
a
Elm Street.
wish. I could see
Nightmare on Elm
that.
Street because I like the first two a lot. I love the first
See,
two
I
Nightmare
hate
on
the
Elm
first
Streets.
two. I'm not a big fan. I like three and four.
Dude, but I hated the other ones. Because like
I love
Freddy's
th
like, I'm back, bitch. And I'm like, dude, that's gay.
See, I
I'm
like
back,
funny
bitch.
Freddy. I'm not a fan of
I
scary Freddy.
hate
That's like
I
Chucky too. I like funny Chucky over scary Chucky.
Yeah, but like Chucky's like a little, you know what I mean? He's like, I don't know if we can say it on here, but he's a little guy. You know what I mean? Like that's not
He's a
scary at
midget.
all.
I believe we can say that word. I don't
Yeah,
care.
can you say that now? Isn't that like the N word for little people?
I don't
If you're a
know.
little person, call into the show now and let us know.
Peter
Are you
Dinklage,
upset?
where you at?
Yeah, Peter Dinklage. Are you up? Toxic Avenger? Are you upset?
Dude,
See,
that went
Toxic
hard
Avenger.
too.
Dude, the dialogue, I had to turn the dialogue off at some point. Toxic Avenger, like the visuals were rad, but like that dialogue was so bad. It was so bad. But Dinklage is a great actor. He's good in everything he does, but like, dude, I don't know. I don't want to
Dude, I
hear like
watched a
poop and
non-horror
fart
called
jokes.
The Roof Man he was in. He was
Dude, I've
fucking
heard that's
hilarious in it.
good.
It's so
I've
good.
heard it's good, but the end sucks ass. Like it turns into like a rom-com when it could have been something else. I don't know. I never saw it, but that's what I've heard.
It's really good. It's really good. It's my favorite non-horror movie of 2025.
Have you seen the one day one what is it?
Battle
One
after
battle
another.
after another?
Oh, it's
Dude,
not.
I've heard that's movie of the year, I've heard.
I've heard it's really good too. I like Caught Stealing as well. Non-horror, but Caught
But
Stealing was a banger.
I don't have three. I mean, I do have 3 hours to watch a movie, but instead I spend it watching Gen V like an idiot.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
No movie needs
the
to be over two
worst waste of
hours.
my time. Worst waste of my time. Gen V season two.
I've never
What a
seen it.
piece of shit. Have you seen
Yeah, I've seen The Boys. Yeah, I've just
the
never
boy?
seen the spinoff.
The boys is good, and I was like, oh, I hope this show is great. First season, phenomenal. Second season, dog shit. I don't know what they did to the second season. Listen, I will go as far as to say if you like Gen V season two, I hope your child is a little person. I do. I hope that. I hope that for your kid. I hope when they go to McDonald's, they got to jump up to order a quarter pounder with cheese because they
Dude,
can't
I'm
see
pretty
over the
much like that,
counter.
dude.
As an adult,
I feel like I'm classified as a small person. I'm like 5'8", 5'9". What's that? I'm short.
you have to be under, dude, you have to be under 4 foot tall. At 5'6", you're Ian Van Gool. You're good. You're good. You're 5'8". You still got some size on you. You're fine.
And before
You're,
we end,
dude, that's like medium.
before we
I'm
end here,
5'11", 6 foot.
I
But
like bumping
small
up a
penis,
foot. You know,
small.
I like bumping up a little inch here and there. You know, I
But
found
it
this.
doesn't matter how big I am, dude. I have such a small wiener. It's insane.
I
It
feel
makes me
that.
sad.
I
I
feel
think
that.
about it right now, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to end this podcast. I want to end my life. You know what I mean?
Felt. Before we end here, I'm gonna ask you a couple rapid fire questions. What
Let's go.
is your favorite kill of all time?
Favorite what?
Kill of all time.
Ooh, so I don't know of all time, but off the top of my head, dude, is that in a violent nature where the guy
Oh
pulls
yeah,
that chick's head like from her head into her stomach, out her back.
I agree.
He didn't
I
need to
love
do
that.
that.
It's a
He didn't
banger.
need to do that. All the way around, just pretzel that lady. But then people hated that movie. I don't know why. It's a great movie. 7.5 out of 10. Great movie. Maybe
I gave
even
it
an
like a
8.
six. I think I gave it a 6.5. 6.5. I thought it was okay. I'm due for a rewatch on it. I need to rewatch it.
So I'm afraid, dude, I'm afraid to rewatch it because what if I hate
I
it?
am
Because
too.
everybody
That's
hates
kind of
it.
how I am.
Everybody hates it. I'm like, I'm in no rush to revisit that. But I'll watch Cabin in the Woods once a year, every year. And Krampus. Krampus
Dude,
is the
Krampus goes
best
hard.
Christmas horror movie ever made. It's the
Agree.
best Christmas horror movie ever made. It's all practical effects. It's all practical effects and puppets,
Who is
except
your
for the
favorite?
gingerbread men, though. But that doesn't count.
Who is your favorite director?
Right now,
Yeah,
Zach Krager, because
agreed.
dude, I just saw Weapon. I just saw Weapons again. It fucks. I thought sometimes I'll see things and I'll be like, oh, this is recency bias. I watched Weapons again when it got added to HBO Max because I went and saw it in theaters. It's still a 9.5. Dude. The way that he tells stories is amazing. That chapter form, the episodic chapter form where they all intertwine and they do this, dude, perfect, perfect.
And the final question here before we wrap things up: What is your
Four
most
inches.
what is your most anticipated horror movie of 2026, and why is it Evil Dead Burn?
It's dude, you even
It
knew. It's
is.
Evil Dead Burn.
It is.
It's
It
Evil
is.
Dead Burn. It's Evil
Even
Dead
as
Burn
a
because
Scream fan,
dude,
it's Evil Dead.
Evil Dead Rise is the fourth best movie in the Evil Dead franchise. Evil Dead Remake is the first. Okay? And Ash versus the Evil Dead is number two because that's the Ash versus the
I
Evil
need
Dead
to
is the
watch it.
best TV
I need to
show.
watch the
Dude, it's
TV
the
show.
best. It is the best TV show ever made. Dude, Evil Dead might be the best franchise
I
ever
think
made.
so.
Franchise,
All
just
bangers.
horror,
All
horror. Dude,
8.5 out of 10s or higher.
dude, so I give Evil Dead 2 shit, but I mean like Evil Dead 2 is still like an 8.2, 8.1. It's the worst movie in the Evil Dead franchise, but it's still an 8.1. It's still
It's my
better than
second favorite.
90%. It's still 90% better than all the other ones. And Scream is the second most overrated franchise just because like women now they want me to wear a Scream mask, and I get it
I
because
really
I'm
like
not
the
good
first
looking,
one.
but
I like
they're
the
like,
first one,
can you
really.
be naked? they're like, can you be naked and wear a scream mask? And I'm like, is this becoming a fetish?
I think so. I think so.
I think the scream is becoming a fetish. I think women are beating off to this, and it needs to stop now. Where's Mitch McConnell with this one?
I don't know who Mitch McConnell is, but fuck that guy, I suppose.
He's a politician that had like a stroke while he was giving like a speech or something. He's like, scream masks shouldn't be good. And he like froze. He froze. Like my laptop screen like an hour ago. He turned into a frozen laptop screen. It was rad.
But anyways, Taylor, I appreciate you coming on. I feel like we didn't talk enough. I feel like we definitely are due for a part two sometime down the road. Like there's so many more
I'm
stuff that we
down,
can
dude.
talk about. But I appreciate you coming
I'm
on.
down, dude. I'm sorry that I
Where can
took all your
people find
questions
you?
and made them an hour long.
You're okay. I loved it. This was
Taylor
fun. I
complains.
enjoyed this.
Taylor complains. Instagram. Taylor complains. TikTok. Taylor complains. YouTube. Taylor complains. Spotify. And it's still fucking 5-5 at the top of the 13th, dude. I'm
Damn.
so glad I have more baseball to watch after this ends.
But thank you all for tuning in.
Go
Make sure to
Dodgers.
like, comment, go follow Taylor. He's a fucking rad dude. And I'll see you for
Love you
another
guys.
episode of Scream Sessions down the road.